Chaos and unrest in Pakistan after former Prime Minister Imran Khan was arrested in a corruption case on Tuesday. Thousands have taken to the streets in protest. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has instructed party leaders, workers and supporters to gather in Islamabad at the Islamabad Judicial Complex. Khan was arrested in the Qadar Trust case. It relates to land worth $530 million allotted to Al-Qadar Trust. This is one of more than 100 cases that have been registered against Imran Khan. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that any escalation by armed groups in Gaza will be met with a crushing response. This hours after a barrage of airstrikes hit Gaza on Tuesday. 3 commanders of armed groups and 12 civilians were killed, including children. Netanyahu added that he had instructed security forces to prepare for any scenario. He spoke to the press after holding a security cabinet meeting in Tel Aviv. Violence between Israel and Palestine has escalated tensions in West Bank and Jerusalem, along with firing. More than 100 Palestinians and at least 19 Israelis and foreigners have been killed in the violence since January. US President Joe Biden and top lawmakers, including House of Representatives Speaker Kevin McCarthy, held talks at the Oval Office, but they failed to come to a common ground on the deadlock over the debt ceiling. Both Biden and McCarthy showed no signs of softening their positions as a debt default for the United States looms as early as the 1st of June. After the meeting, Republican House of Representatives Speaker Kevin McCarthy told reporters that he does not see any new movement and worries that the United States is inching closer to a debt default. On the other hand, US President Joe Biden called the talks productive and reiterated that default is not an option. China has warned the European Union against imposing sanctions on their companies in Russia. Chinese Foreign Minister Qin Gang said that China would take actions to protect its interests too. Referring to the discussions within the EU over possible restrictions against 8 Chinese companies, the foreign minister added that to protect the legitimate interests of Chinese companies, Beijing will retaliate with necessary action. An AFP journalist was killed in eastern Ukraine due to rocket fire. Arman Asserting was a 32-year-old video journalist on duty when he was killed. The attack happened in the town of Chasivya, located close to Bakhmut. That's the epicenter of the fighting in eastern Ukraine. It has been for several months. He was with 4 colleagues accompanied by Ukrainian soldiers. A Ukrainian unit commander reported that a Ukrainian howitzer battery fired shells on Russian mortar positions near Avdiivka in the Donetsk region. The howitzers were delivered by the Czech Republic to the Ukrainian military in 2022. Speaking about the fighting, the unit commander said that after 3 to 4 fired shells, Russian forces would answer with their own fire. Russia has stepped up its attacks in anticipation of a Ukrainian counteroffensive after Moscow's winter campaign. The Pentagon has announced that the United States will be providing Ukraine with an additional $1.2 billion worth of long-term military aid. The aid package will be provided under the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative. The Pentagon said that it will fund air defense munitions and drones for air defense and provide equipment to help modify Western air defense launchers, missiles and radars so that they can be used with Ukraine systems. British Foreign Minister James Cleverly stated that the US and UK have strategic endurance to support Ukraine in the war against Russia until its successful conclusion. Joining US Secretary of State Antony Blinken during a news briefing in Washington, they also touched upon urgent need to extend the Black Sea Green Initiative, which was brokered by the UN and Turkey. During the visit, the British Foreign Minister will hold talks with Blinken before meeting members of Congress today and will stress the importance of continued unity to ensure Ukraine wins the war. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.